Hi everybody, Dacob here. Welcome to the Fashion Bunker. Today's channel talk time, so get the tea, get the coffee, get the vodka if you're of age, and chill. So, updates, stuff that's been happening. Well, wearing the Chanel cap again. Oh yeah, the hair has been shortened once more. I forgot to mention that in another video. A friend of mine who does hair, he's more than a hairstylist, he's an artist, so he does a lot of different things and sculptures, and he also does hair. He also did the color changing wig for me. Oh, by the way, oh no, I'll show that in another video. I have a new color changing wig to show you guys. Anyway, a lot of you have been asking me to do more vlogs or vlogging type of video like I used to do when I was in LA and the States in general. I'm thinking about doing that, but I'm definitely, what is happening, I will be going soon, if not already be there when you see this video, to the various fashion weeks across Europe. So I will be in Milan, I will be in Paris, and let's see if I manage to film from there, take you around some places. I mean, when I'm there, I literally work. You know, friends of mine say, oh, Dacob, you're lucky, you're going to Paris and stuff like that. And it's work. You know, I don't have the time to rush around and just do fabulous things all the time, and that's not how it goes. Work is work. So basically, when I get a chance, if I'm not dead tired, I literally go back to my hotel room, sit down and film for you guys, because that's fun to me. And also, I find it personally very relaxing. Now, I'm very curious what sort of room I'm going to get in Milan in the hotel. Like, I don't know, for those of you who remember last time, I called it the asylum because the rooms were all padded. It looked like an asylum space, spooky, ghosty looking. Let's see if I get a room similar to that one this time around, or if I get the same hotel for that matter. But anyway, that's one of the things I'm trying to figure out how to do and manage. So bear with me while I try to fight my way through fashion weeks. And so yeah, the vlogging thing. I mean, you know, I'm not necessarily the type of person who would do a cooking channel. Not that, you know, I don't even really, I know how to cook, but I'm not the type of person to cook. And I can cook, and I like to cook given the right and correct circumstances. Now, one thing to say, you know, for those of you who don't know, I have been on this low carb diet since quite some time now. It's been a couple of, geez, I mean, not a couple of weeks anymore. I think it's a thing of a couple of months by now. I've totally lost track of time. So that's an interesting thing because, the type of food I eat now is very different from what it used to be. Now, mind you, it's not a zero carb diet, it's a low carb diet, so I still do my carb days, and you know, I love popcorn so much. So if I go to the movies, you ain't gonna prevent me from eating popcorn. I can't not have popcorn. And also, maybe every 2 weeks from now, and I also like junk food, so I might have that junk food from time to time, just because, you know, the soul wants its part too. It's not all about the healthy body. Sometimes the spirit needs to feel like it did something nasty or naughty, which I like to do. Hell, even, you know, oxygen is killing us too. So breathing air is already something that is not so healthy for us in a weird way. It gives us life, but it also makes our DNA and our molecules age quicker, stuff like that. Free radicals, all that shebang. So that's another thing. What else has been happening? I'm still, you know, pretty, you know, thinking about the future, what's going to happen. There's a lot of changes coming my way, and I do believe that I'm, you know, doing my best to turn them all into positive. And thank you so much for all your loving support and comments, because you've been like sending me the best support I could ever imagine or dream of getting, really. It's like, I don't know, there's nothing that I could ever ask of you guys, because you are so giving and loving that it's amazing, you know. And even those very rare occasions when there's some troll or some, you know, general hate mail coming my way, it's it's nothing. As I always say, you know, haters are lovers in disguise. That's exactly what they are, because they gotta be obsessed with you if they're gonna follow you around, give you the thumbs down, comment negatively on the videos. Like, it takes a lot of energy, people, and thank you for that energy. I'm very strong. I can turn every negative energy into positive energy. So send it my way. We shall turn it, and we should make it smile. You know, the frown upside down and all that shebang. I have watched a movie lately, which I don't want to say blew my mind, but I found it to be very interesting. I was told to watch it because, like, I love E.T., and I was told that for the people who love E.T. are also gonna love or like this movie. And it's called Midnight Feature or Midnight Special. No, Midnight Special, I think, with Kristen Dunst and other people. Adam Driver, who I adore, is in there as well. And so this movie, I don't want to spoil anything, but it is so. And I was thinking it's going to end like, oh, in a very typical Hollywood way. It's going to be super lame and it's going to be super disappointing, and the happy end is going to be very cliche. And it's, but no, it wasn't, and it wasn't a given. It was very beautifully shot, very aesthetical. Oh my God, I'm in love with that movie. I really, really, really liked it a lot. So if you do get a chance to watch Midnight Feature or Midnight Special, I think it's Midnight Special, um, give it a try, because it's really, 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 really something special. I've, you know, I'm very much looking forward to Ab Fab, the movie, and it's coming out in July, and I'm thrilled for that. So I'm already planning on going to the premiere and, you know, dazzling up all in gold chains. I'm still looking for Christian Lacroix cross. If it's not going to be a Christian Lacroix cross, it will have to be a Chanel cross in honor of Edie. Of Eddie. Oh my God, not Edie. I'm thinking Grey Gardens. Totally different genre movie. Well, actually, not too much different of a genre, but a different story altogether. Grey Gardens. Also, check out Grey Gardens if you haven't. Great documentary feature. There's also Return to Grey Gardens, or The Beals of Grey Gardens. Sorry, the second part. So I'm very much looking forward to that as well. I did watch a couple, you know, I love horror movies. I've watched a couple of interesting, The Other Side of the Door, I think, was a pretty good one. You should check that one out. The guy, I always forget his name, but he used to be Brenda's brother in 6 Feet Under. That little rhyme. Brenda's brother in 6 Feet Under. He's the main character in this horror movie. It plays in India. And quite well done. Elegantly shot horror movie, I have to say. Not too scary, but just very aesthetical. That was cool. My favorite horror movie of the past few years remains It Follows. It Follows. I also have the soundtrack. That shit brings you back to the 80s in the best of ways. The casting impeccable, the actors. Kudos to all of you guys. If any of you happen to ever watch any of my videos or watch this video, congratulations. You were all incredible. Great, great crew, great casting, great acting. Yeah, definitely great. I will be taking some DVDs with me to my trips, because at night when I'm alone, and if I don't have you guys, because I'm alone all the time at night, it's super lonely there when you're traveling. I'm probably going to end up watching some DVDs and doing some exercise. You know, this is another thing. I've gone back to my routines of sports. It took me a while to get into the full-on rhythm. There's a lot more to be done, but I've conquered and went over the initial muscle ache and all the pain and all that dreadful pain. It lasted for about a week. It's gone now, and now it's like I'm just building up strength and also just condition, I guess. Yes, cardio is the next step. A lot of it. I'm a bit weary of it because I have problems in one of my knees. So maybe a cross trainer, rather than jogging. Although I did, and I still do love jogging. It's just, it's hard to get into the routine and the buzz, but once you get a kick and you get that endorphin kick, you become kind of addicted to the jogging. It's just that I'm a bit afraid for my knee. So that's another thing I'm considering. But health is health. So this is awkward to say, but you got to sacrifice something for health. You shouldn't have to sacrifice anything for health, actually. Health is health. So to me, sacrifice is something that belongs to something unhealthy. I don't know. Maybe I'm totally wrong about that. Sacrifice can also be interesting in a way, I guess. But oh, now I'm blabbering about. Yeah, fun. I don't know. You tell me, guys. What do you want to talk about? I'm sure you have a lot of topics you would like to share with me. And I could also make videos on those topics. Not necessarily just fashion bunker related or history of design related. Oh, apropos history of design again, I got two amazing books. I can't show them because apparently you need the rights to show a book. So, one of them is Chanel Catwalk, Thames and Hudson. I actually have it here. I'm just not allowed to show it because it's copywritten. So, it's over 600 pages of everything that Karl Lagerfeld did for Chanel since he became the artistic director of Chanel from 1983, beginning with the Haute Couture show in 1983, all the way to the last thing that they show, I think, was the Brasserie collection or something else. I don't know. Let me check. It's hard to see. Autumn Winter 2015-16 Haute Couture collection. That was the last thing, like when they published the book. So of course we have other collections after that. I guess the book will be updated one day when Lagerfeld is not creative director of Chanel anymore, or something like that. But another book I got some time ago, and I mean over a year ago, a couple of months ago, and it arrived damaged, for those of you who remember, was the Jeremy Scott book. Now it has, I have reordered it a couple of weeks ago and it arrived in pristine condition. And I also have it here. It's huge. It's edited by Rizzoli, New York. And it's a big coffee table book. I was expecting a bit more, Jeremy, I have to say. Now, I do love the fact that you see kind of retrospective of most of his pieces, collaborations also with Adidas, with his own collections, Longchamp. No, Longchamp, I don't think I've seen a Longchamp bag in there. Maybe I have seen a print or two from the Longchamp collection, but I don't know if I've seen any bags. And of course, the Moschino collaboration as of late. A lot of very memorable, iconic pieces are not in the book. I was surprised. And a couple of the prints, and I don't know if this has to do with the fact that a couple of pages were printed bad, but a couple of the pages have really like bad quality prints on them. That was very disappointing. I was expecting, more, and I was expecting more iconic pieces. As far as the Adidas collaboration, there are some pieces in there, but not the best ones and not the ones that are most memorable. So I have the feeling like something went wrong there in a way, or the book was compiled quickly. I mean, Jeremy, call me. I'll help you make a dream book for all your fans out there. Literally, because not just the potential is there, the material is there, everything is there. And also, I mean, as far as certain pieces, I also have quite a big collection. Those are also available to be photographed in case, they're missing from your archives or whatever. So Jeremy or Pablo, girls, give us a call, will ya? Because I would love to work with you. And on another note, I also have an incredible book from the 90s that I found really cheap on some secondhand website. It's quite rare to find. It's Madonna's sex book. Now, I do have the sex book, and I'm collecting it in all sorts of languages. I found one in, the only one I'm missing by now would be the Japanese edition. So I have all the others. I have the American, the Italian, the French, the German, do I have a fifth one? No, I think that's only 4 plus the Japanese one. There should be 5. Maybe there's one more. Not so sure. Well, there's a censored version. Well, the Japanese version is kind of censored because, they have different laws there. And boy, what a treat. Oh my God, pure art. I miss the Madonna of that period, of that time, because maybe not for all the entire world, but in the 90s she was extremely groundbreaking, and to me super, super inspirational. She did help a lot the LGBT community to break through and become mainstream. And by mainstream, I mean more accepted and more free to be who they are. Maybe she didn't do that much for Europe, because a lot of countries in Europe back then already were quite liberated and free. So a lot of Europeans didn't maybe get her kind of the strength that she brought to the table in the States. But as far as the States is concerned, I think she did really a lot. And for all of you out there that are criticizing her today, don't do that. In her age, to do what she's still doing is, again, very groundbreaking. A lot of you might see her with her tush out and laugh about it. Even to me, sometimes it's funny. But don't forget, this is another battle she's fighting. Yes, she's in a position where forever youth is what she got to deliver in order to be relevant. But in a way, as I said a couple of videos ago with my speech about Vivienne Westwood and the active resistance to propaganda, you need propaganda to fight propaganda. So it's not that she's just embracing this torture of constantly having to be young forever and then kind of all of us look at it and say, oh, this is so sad. I think also she's using that to transform the perception we have of age. And you're never too old to be sexual. You're never too old to enjoy your body. You're never too old to have pleasure with your body. And that's something that you should do, always. And it's not just, Madonna, it's also, Cher, and we lost Prince a short while ago. I mean, age is something that I think nobody like her is battling, not just in a way that she tries to conquer aging, but also tries to conquer the notion that society has of aging being something bad. Think about it. It's a subtle transformation. And I know the borders are very slim. It could also be a personal issue that she has with aging. But to me, it's also very much freedom of expression still, to be able to rock it that way. Respect to you, Madge. Really respect. Proud of you, girl. And there you have it. Channel talk of the day. So it was more kind of like a talking to you guys rather than reading comments and stuff. It was sharing some things, what's happening, and more will come. More will definitely come. It's all in the pipes, in the work, in the pipelines. It's all in the works, guys. Love you all. See you very soon. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. I'm also on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Don't forget, no matter what they do to you and how much they try to torture you, don't you ever give up on love. Love ya. Bye.